Hi all of you. So today we'll be having a session over the Runis intraoral scanners hardware and software part. Firstly, we'll be having a few detailed session about the hardware of the Runis scanner. After that, we'll be having a live scan of the mouth, and further we'll be going into the details of the software with lots of new features. So let's start with the hardware of Runis intraoral scanner. So the scanner weight of Runis 3.0 version is just 210 grams, which is very light in weight and pencil in shape. So it provides you a very wonderful grip, and it is very easy to hold and further scan the patient, either on the lower part of the patient or on the upper part of the patient. The plus point of the Runis intraoral scanner is like this is the scanner which is a totally concealed unit. If you see it from the front, there is a glass. If you see it from the back side, there is a place where you can connect the cable of it. So the plus point of this scanner is it is totally concealed unit. Why I am underlining this point? Because there are lots of scanners available in the market which are having open vent at the back side. Why there is the vent at the back side of the scanners? Because there is a fan over there. Usually what happens when we are scanning a patient, so patient used to inhale or exhale through the mouth. In that situation, it creates the fogging effect on the scanners. So to remove or to vanish that part, that fogging on the scanners, different brand scanners are using different technologies. In some scanners, we saw that there are the fan and the vent at the backside from which it is sucking the air and throwing it on the tip of the scanner, which removes the fogging effect on the scanner. But with the latest Runis unit, they are coming up with the very new and advanced technology, that is the inbuilt heating system. Because what we notice in some of these scanners, like fan is sucking the air, and along with the air, they are also sucking the dust particles in the environment, which in the long term can affect the optical system of the scanner. But with the Runis intraoral scanner, we are eliminating this part. Point number one. The very important part with the Runis scanner is like it is coming with the C-shaped cable. So we can say that this is the scanner which is coming with the detachable cable. Or what we can say is this is the scanner which is coming with no fixed cable. Because if the scanner is coming with the fixed cable feature, in case over a period of time if the cable get cut, so you have to send the scanner back to the factory. But with the Runis scanner, we are providing the C-shaped cable which is readily available in the outlets or in the market of India. I will say a good quality C-shaped cable will obviously cost more than 1500 rupees, and which is very much useful for the Runis scanner. So this is also a very unique feature with this scanner. So now we can come over to the software part of the scanner, and we will learn that what are the new and good features with this scanner. So let's have a look of the first interface of the scanner software. So as you can see over here, that this is the first interface of the scanner software. So now we will be clicking on new patient over here on the left side of the screen. As we tap on this, we will see the patient name and date of birth are two mandatory fields. Let's put the patient details over here. After that, after putting the patient details, now we can select the date of birth. After adding both the details, we can click on new case. Over here, if you can focus on the screen, we can see that over here we are getting the four options. The first one is health report, the second one is restoration, the third one is implant, and the fourth is orthodontics. Why I am briefing this part? Because in various scanners we get only the option of restoration, implants or orthodontics. But over here in the Runis intraoral scanner, we are also getting the option of health report. Now, what is health report? Health report is a very unique feature of the Runis intraoral scanner software, which can easily and which is having a feature of auto detection of caries, auto detection of calculus, and auto detection of plaque, which helps a doctor to educate a patient or to show to the patient that what is going inside the mouth after the scanning of a patient. So let's start the live demonstrations or live scanning on this software. We will select the health report, and after that we will click on next step. Further, we can directly click on scan and start the scanning of the patient. So once we pick up the scanner, you can see that scanner has been initiated. So firstly, we have to focus this scanner on the last molar of the patient and tap this button only one time. We have to simply click and release the button, and further you can start the scanning of the patient. So I will focus on the last molar and press this button once. This is how we scan the lower of the patient. Now the very good part with this scanner is like it is having the ear mouse button. From here only we can select the upper of the patient, as you can see on the big screen. When you are treating a patient and you are wearing gloves and there is saliva or blood on your gloves, it is not required to come to the laptop and select the uppers, because there are the chances of cross-contamination. This is why we are having a very unique feature of ear mouse button in the Runis intraoral scanner. So now we will be scanning the upper of the patient. So this is how we scan the upper of the patient. With this, we can see that it hardly hand anywhere. This is what the problems we are facing with other scanners. But with the Runis scanner, it hardly stops at any of the point. So this is basically verification of the technology of the scanner and also the build quality of the scanners. After scanning the lower and the upper of the patient, now we will be doing the right side bite registration of the patient. So in the same way, we can select the right side bite registration of the patient. So for that, we will again press this button and we will select the right side bite of this. So we can use this as a retractor and retract the cheek with this. So as you can see that bite was proper, speed of scanning the biting of the patient is very fast. Within a second, it already registered the biting of the patient. So in the same way, now we will be scanning or we will be registering the left side biting of the patient. So from here, we will select the left side. So this is how we registered the left side biting of the patient and we scanned the complete patient within a very short time. So So now we will be putting back the scanner back on the case. And we will be doing the refine check of the patient. Now what is the refine check process? Refine check is basically removing all the unwanted things in the patient's scan. Unwanted things means while scanning, sometimes we scan either the glove or we scan the retractor. So it is working on the artificial intelligence. So while scanning the unwanted things, it is itself removing all the unwanted things and filling all the wanted things. What happened? While scanning, we left, unfortunately, some of the places to scan. So it is having that feature, it is having that capability that it can fill all those places in a very accurate manner by itself. This is why we say that this scanner is working on the artificial intelligence. Some of the doctors ask me that is there or will be there any difference in the accuracy while autofilling of this? So for that, I need to suggest that the places where we are doing the preparation in the patient mouth, those places have to be scanned properly with the scanner. But the places where the preparations are not there, if those places are left to scan, so it is a very much capable device and it can autofill those places. Usually what the books of dental says that when we are taking the impression through alginate putty, so we are working on the errors of somewhere around 500 to 700 microns. But when we are scanning a patient with an intraoral scanner, so Runes is claiming the accuracy of single crown is 15 microns, which is very accurate. So it's a kind of a journey from 700 microns to 15 microns. So that means the scan will be fantastic and accuracy along with the fitting of the crown will be very good. So as you can see the scan of my mouth over here. Now further, we'll be having a look over some of the important features of the software. Usually what we notice that when a doctor is sending a scan or an impression to the lab, some of the issues they faces a lot. Like some lab people says to doctor that doctor, the occlusion clearance is not much. What I mean to say is, let's take an example. We are doing a preparation for the zirconia crown. So usually for the zirconia crown, the preparation which we need to wait is between 1.5 mm to 2 mm. But how do we check it? Yes, of course, there are some of the manual processes by which we can see the clearance for the of the preparation ground. But when you get the Runes scanner at your place, so it will solve your problem or it will eliminate your problem on the very zero level. Let's see how it is. So let's take an example. Over here, we scan a patient and we need to do the preparation of 4-6 crown. So what we can do is, over here there is a feature of occlusion distance measurements. So we will bring the cursor over here and click on this. After clicking on this, at the lower base we can see that there is an option of show distance. We will click on show distance and further we will click on split to split the arches. As we click on split, both the arches get split. So now I am taking an example that we are doing the preparation of 4-6 crown, or we can take an example of 3-6 crown. So for that, what we can do is we can take the cursor on 3-6 and click the left button of the touchpad. As I click the left button of the touchpad, you can see that it is showing the exact distance from the opposite ground, that is 1.42 mm. In the same way, we can check the occlusion clearance of each point. Let's take an example. This is a preparation and we can see that the clearance of this point is just 0.62. In that situation, what doctor can do? They can can select this particular ground, they can erase this particular ground, pick up the air odor, retrim that surface, and they have to scan only this particular ground. In this situation, it is not required to scan the bite ring signal. Why? Because you are depleting that place only. On the other side, you can say that you are not touching or you are not trimming the molars or other grounds. So when we are re-trimming the preparation of the place, it is not required to take the bite ring of the patient, which makes your work very easy and very accurate. So after doing the re-preparation, you can recheck that particular place. If it comes to the required value, the required value could be 1.5 mm or 2 mm as per your decision on the particular patient. You will see that the preparation is 2.0 mm. Then further you can go ahead with the things. So this particular tool of occlusion distance measurement will help you at a very certain levels and at a very next level, which makes your work very accurate and make the preparations very good. After closing this occlusion distance, we were doing the preparation of 3/6 now. I am again repeating. Now we are taking this place just for an example. So what we notice that usually lab guys says that we are facing the occlusion clearance problems. That issue we already eliminated in the last feature of the software. Now the next issue is what lab guys says that, hey doctor, there are lots of undercuts in the preparation. I'm sure most of the people, most of the respected doctors are facing such issues. So for removing this issue in your preparation, we are having a very good tool of checking or measuring the undercuts of the preparation. For that, on the right side of the screen on the dashboard, you can see the undercut option. As we click on this, on the lower side, we can see that there is an option of calculate. Once we click on calculate, you will see a blue dot over here. Actually, this blue dot is a path of insertion. So the plus point of this is it automatically takes the path of insertion. And once it takes the path of insertion, further you can see the red mark area over here are the undercuts which are about 1 mm minus the undercuts which will be marked orange are 0.80. Some of the undercuts could be between 0.40 to minus 0.60. So that will be displayed on the screen or on the preparation into this particular colors. So let's move the jaw or arch and see where the undercuts are there. We can see that there are lots of undercuts on the various grounds. So this video or this sample is basically just for an idea, just to learn that in such a way we can see the undercuts on the preparation. Or when we were taking the example of 3/6, so let's see what all undercuts are there on the 3/6 ground. So over here, we can see that on the 3/6 there are some green parts. So green portion means that what all undercuts are between minus 0.10 to minus 0.30. So for this, we can again use an air ruler and retrim that particular places where you can see the undercuts. After retrimming that preparation, you simply have to scan that particular preparation and you can go ahead. In this situation also, it is not required to take the vital of the patients again. So now we have seen the two features. One is occlusion distance measurement and the second feature is measuring the undercuts of the preparation. After closing this feature, now I am showing you one of my very favorite feature, and you can say that it is also a kind of a patient education or live demonstration for him to show that what is all going inside the patient. What I want to say is some of the patients come at your clinics and say that, doctor, I'm facing some issues in my left arch upper. Let's say they are having the caries in 2-6. But how about what is going in 3-4? How about what is going in section or arch 1? And what about going into the other arches? So over here, you can show the patient what all is going on inside their mouth. So as you can see that on the left side of the screen, the calculus is mentioned. So after scanning the patient mouth, you can see over here that it has found the or detected the calculus inside the patient mouth. So let's click on this. Oh wow, it's really a very good feature. As we clicked on calculus, it automatically detected all the calculus deposited in the patient mouth on various places. Like we can see the calculus over here. Yes, we can see some calculus over here as well. So when a patient sees all these things inside the mouth, they will get motivation to get the treatment immediately over there. As you can see that on the left side of the screen, it auto detects the caries also. It auto detects the plaque also. Yes, there are some more caries. And there are some more calculus over here. On the right side of the screen, you can see an option of note over here. So doctors are free to edit this and add on what all required or what all prescribed and can be mentioned over here. After checking the lower of the patient, we can check the uppers of the patient as well. Oh, we can see that on the upper of my mouth, there are caries in the last molar distal area. I can say that this place is the place where we can't see with the naked eyes. So in that situation, the scanner is helping us to even detect the caries in the last molar distal area also. So I'm sure that you like this feature of auto detection of caries, auto detection of plaque, and auto detection of calculus. In the same way, I can see that I'm having some more caries at various places and also the calculus deposits on some other grounds. So these are some of the important features we communicated today in the health report. Further, after this, we will click on output, and further we can click on output and export the case to the patient's, we can export the case to the lab. So over here, you can see that it is saving and exporting the whole of the case. So once this exporting get finished, we can select the particular lab and directly send the scan to that particular place. So over here, you can see some of the important features like generate report. Generate report means once we click on this, we can put the details of the patient, what all is the prescription from the doctor's side in the report itself. Further, we can WhatsApp and send this report directly on the patient mobile by the features available in the software. You can see over here the option of quick sharing is there. So as we click on this, it sends the things. So as of now, we are not sending it, but we can see that all the features of generate report and exporting things are available here. Moreover, you can email the cases to the lab. Let's take an example. There is a lab by the name of Aman Dental Lab. So we can select this. We can can select this lab and click on send, and case has been sent. It is not required to open the Google, to open the Gmail, to select the compose, to attach all the files and then send it to the particular lab. You can easily save your details of the lab, select it and send it. The email will immediately send to the lab. This is a feature for sending the cases. There is also a unique feature of sending the case is like quick sharing. So as we click on data quick sharing, it will within a few seconds it will create a QR code along with a link. So what you can do is you can take a photo of that QR code and send it directly on the WhatsApp to the lab, or we can select the link over there and select it and send it on the WhatsApp to the lab's WhatsApp. So as you have seen that within a couple of seconds we got the QR code along with the link over here. So you can either copy the link or you can copy the QR code and send your lab on the WhatsApp or wherever it is required to send. It is also easy to take the photo or the screenshot of this and send it on the WhatsApp to the desired place. So I feel like with the Runis software, it makes your life easy, your work very accurate and very fast. So today we got a detailed session about the health report feature of the Runis Intra scanner. In our next videos, we will be having the detailed session about the restoration part, implant part, and also the ortho part. So thank you so much for watching the video, and we are sure that you like this video and also the Runis Intra scanner. Thank you so much. Please take care.